Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, with you, Mr. Ahmed Suwiram, teacher of English for Preparatory. Today we will start talking about Unit 15 in New Hello. The title of our unit is Technology. In this unit, we will talk about grammar, the second conditional with would, might, or could, for reading a text about technology, listening to a talk about privacy on social networking sites, speaking, encouraging people to speak, writing a report about social media. Okay, open your books, page 29, exercise 1, ask and answer. If I ask you, what can you do on a smartphone as well as talk to people? Okay, the answer will be, we can use them to send messages and emails, transfer money to a bank, or to pay for things in shops. ممكن نستخدمهم في إرسال رسائل أو إيميلز أو تحويل الأموال لبنك أو لدفع للأشياء أو دفع لشراء الأشياء في المحلات. For exercise 2, read the newspaper article and check your answer to exercise 1. The latest technology. Now we will read this passage. After that, we will answer exercise 3. Okay, let's start. Egypt was the first Arab country to use the internet and now has nearly 50 million internet users. However, technology is changing all the time, so it's important to learn about the latest developments. Many jobs now require you to know how to use social media. Some companies now use social media to advertise jobs and to arrange interviews. In fact, if a person didn't know how to use social media, it might be more difficult for them to find work. How we send messages is also changing. In the past, you could only send emails using a computer. Now you can send texts or emails on a mobile phone or tablet. Social networking sites allow you to send messages to many people at the same time. That is very useful if you want to send messages to a group of people, for example, to your friends in a sports team or a book club. The last paragraph, the way that we use our mobile phones is also changing. We can use them to transfer money to or from a bank, or even to buy for things in shops. If someone wanted to have the latest technology, they could buy a smartphone. The latest technology can help you to do some main things. You can find out about it online or in some magazines. Okay. For the most important words in this text, the word developments and require. What the meaning of developments? Developments تنمية أو تطوير أو آخر التطورات. Require means يحتاج. The noun of it is requirement. We add ment. Use social media. We called it social media, not social media. بس ما فيش كلمة shell. We called it social media. وسائل التواصل الاجتماعي. To advertise. Advertise يعلن عن وظائف. Advertisement, the noun of it, advertisement as a noun. For the word arrange يحتاج. The noun of it is arrangement ترتيبات. Arrange means arranging يرتب. But arrangement ترتيبات, the noun of the word arrange. For the word transfer يحول to transfer money يحول أموال من وإلى البنك. Exercise 3. Which of the words in red in the text mean the following? Number 1. The process of becoming bigger, better is developments, as it answered in number 1. Number 2. Tell people about something in newspaper on TV. It will be advertise. Number 3. Make plans for something to happen. Look at the red words in the exercise number 2. What equals number 3? That's right, it will be arrange. Number 4. Need or ask you to do something. Need or ask you to do something. It will be require. Number 5. Websites used by people to communicate. It will be social media. Number 6. Move someone or something from one place to another. It will be transfer. The answers for exercise 3 are, again, advertise. Number 2. 3. Arrange. 4. Require. 5. Social media. Number 6, the last one, is transfer. For exercise 4, are these sentences true or false? Number 1 is false. Egypt uses the internet before any other country in the world. It's false. Okay, look at exercise 2. Number 2. You can find some jobs on the internet. True or false? Yes, it's true. Okay, what about number 3? You need a computer to send an email. And number 4, some people can buy things using their mobile phones. Try to answer these two questions, number 3 and number 4. Okay, the answer will be number 3, F, false. You can use a smartphone. ممكن نستخدم smartphone instead of using the computer في إرسال الإيميلز. And for number 4 is true. Okay, turn the page for page 30, lesson 2. Underline would, might, could, if, and the two verbs in each sentence. Okay, in this lesson we will talk about the second conditional with would, might, or could. في حالة if we have 4 conditionals. عندنا 4 أحوال أو 4 حالات. الحالة الشرطية الأولى أو الحالة الصفرية، الحالة الأولى، الحالة الثانية، الحالة الثالثة. The second conditional with would, might, or could. نحاول نتذكر كده الحالة الأولى أو الحالة الصفرية. We have 2 sentences and the beginning we put if. The first sentence in present simple, the second sentence is present simple. This is for the 0 conditional. What about the first conditional? We have 2 sentences. At the beginning we put if. The first sentence with present simple. The second one we use will, shall plus infinitive. What about the second conditional? It will be the first sentence in past simple. The second sentence with would, might, could plus infinitive. Number 1. If a person didn't know how to use the social media, it might be more difficult for them to find work. We underline if and underline didn't know and underline might be. احنا هنا في الاكسرسايز ده هنعمل underline على if وعلى الفعل في الجملة الأولى وعلى الverb في الجملة الثانية. For number 2 and number 3, try to think about the answer for number 2 and number 3. We will underline if, underline wanted to, and underline could buy. That's right. What about number 3? Okay, we will underline if, underline had, underline would be. The answers for exercise 1 are here. Underline F, underline wanted, underline could buy. For number 3, underline F, underline had, underline would be. Okay, now we will read the grammar books. The second conditional with would, might, or could. We use the second conditional to talk about situations that are either impossible or which might not happen. For example, if I were taller, I'd be good at basketball. لو أنا كنت أطول كنت هكون جيد في كرة السلة. If I went to England, I would visit London. We can use might instead of would. Might equals would perhaps. might من المحتمل ممكن استخدامها بدلا من كلمة would. might تعني would perhaps. If you learned Japanese, you might get a job in Tokyo, but I'm not sure. أنا لست متأكد. Number 3. We can use could instead of would. What's the meaning of could? Could equals would be able to. For example, if we went to the beach, we could go swimming. What's the meaning? We have the ability to do so. Number 4. In the negative, might not shows possibility, but could not shows inability or impossibility. عندنا في النفي might not shows possibility تعني الإمكانية، ولكن couldn't تعني عدم القدرة أو عدم الإمكانية. If you went to the museum now, it might not be very busy. هنا might not تعني الإمكانية. If you visited the palace, you couldn't go in the gardens because they are closed. هنا couldn't go أو couldn't تعني عدم القدرة على الذهاب. For exercise number 2, complete this sentence with the correct form of the verb in practice to make second conditionals. We could go shopping if we had enough money. هنعمل هنا تصريف الأفعال ما بين الأقواس. We will put the second sentence in past simple and the first part in the past simple and the second part could, would, might plus infinitive. Okay, what about number 2 and 3, 4 and 5? Try to think about them. Try to find answer. I will give you 30 seconds to try to answer number 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, that's enough. The answers for exercise 2 will be number 2, it will be loved. The second part would / could be. هنستخدم would أو could be. Would be or could be. Number 3, the first part we will put was. The second part will be would go. Number 4, the first part is didn't know, but the second part we put would or might. Number 5, the first part is would, but the second part is would or could help, but the second part is told. Okay, exercise number 3. Read these speech bubbles. Where would you go if you won a trip to anywhere in the world? Oh, if I won a trip, to anywhere in the world. I might go to Japan. Okay, complete the questions, then ask and answer. Where / you go / win a trip to anywhere in / world. For exercise number 3, it will be a homework for you all. Number 30, page number 30. Okay, for homework, you will do pages. You will do pages 21 in our workbook and page 22 in our workbook. Thank you all